Hey, lovelies. So, if you go through all the manifesting teachings from the ancient teachings to modern day, and I've gone through a lot of them so that you don't have to, you will find that there is one core common truth in all of them. And that is that your only job when it comes to manifestation is to accept that your desire is already done. Jesus said, "Whatsoever you desire, ask in my name." And what is that name? I am. Be believing that you have received it, and it will be done. Neville said, "You are already that which you desire to be, and your refusal to believe that is the only reason that you do not see it." Your job is not to fix yourself, heal yourself, reprogram your subconscious, heal your inner child, regulate your nervous system, raise your vibration, find all your limiting beliefs. Your job is to accept that your desire is done. So then you might ask, okay, well, how do I accept? When I try to accept, when I try to decide or declare or just believe that it's done, I get all this pushback. I get these thoughts and feelings and emotions or contrary circumstances up in my face or sensations in my body that are really intense that feel like they're fighting against me, like they're saying to me, it can't be that simple. You don't get to have it. What about this? What about that? So how do I accept that my desire is done? First of all, by always returning to the truth of who you are, which is to be still and know that I am God. You are not any of the limited characters or identities that you have experienced so far, or even the vastly improved characters or identities or versions of yourself that you can choose to experience in any given moment. You are both all of those and none of them. And you don't owe any unwanted character or version of yourself your loyalty. When you decide to accept that your desire is done, when you take that stand in consciousness, and then you get all that pushback, what you might call resistance, it's not because you're doing something wrong. It's because those characters or those identities are fighting for your attention. That version of yourself that you have chosen to no longer be, that character that you no longer desire to identify with or as, it can't exist beyond your attention on it and your identification with it. So when you start to pull that attention and that identification away from it, it feels threatened. It feels like it's going to dissolve because it actually is. So let it dissolve by letting it be exactly as it is, understanding that thoughts, feelings, and emotions, sensations in the body, they have no creative power. They're allowed to exist. Your infinity, where would you put it? It doesn't need to go anywhere. Just allow it to be exactly as it is, but lovingly make it irrelevant through your indifference. It's just like in Mission Impossible. Your mission, should you choose to accept, is to accept. That's the whole mission, to choose to accept that your desire is already done. And one of the most powerful and yet simple and direct ways to do that is to realize that it's already been accepted. So it's not about trying to effort or convince a version of yourself that you have in fact accepted that your desire is done. It's not about trying to gaslight yourself or method act your way into your desired identity or experience of yourself. It's about returning over and over to the recognition of the truth that who you truly are, your dimensionally greater self, source, has already accepted any desire you will ever have on your behalf. Your desire has already been accepted on your behalf by who you truly are. And how do I know that? Because you're aware of the desire. You couldn't even be aware of the desire if who you truly are, your dimensionally greater self, hadn't already accepted it for you, through you, as you. So accepting that your desire is already done is not about when I finally choose to accept that it's already done, or when I finally believe it enough, or I finally get on board, then it will be done. It's about recognizing that it's done whether you believe in it or not. So stop trying to work on yourself and get your thoughts and feelings or beliefs just right. Let your death grip on those old characters or versions of yourself dissolve through your loving indifference of them. Let them be exactly as they are. Return over and over as often as you need to the recognition that your desire has already been accepted by the truth of who you are, and then stay loyal to that version of yourself, to that experience of yourself that you actually desire to have, and let it unfold through you. It is already